Welcome to lesson 4 of module 7, where we're going to actually start and create our remarketing ads now. So let's take a quick look at them. We've already got a campaign built. We've been through the basics. We just need some ads now to put into that campaign. However, until now, when we've been building search campaigns, we've been going through things a little differently. To recap, previously in the earlier modules, when we were writing ads where the user who was typing in a search into Google had an immediate problem that they wanted to solve, and our ad was our first step in being the solution to that problem. However, that's no longer the case. That user has been to our website, they've clicked our ad, they've now gone away, they're doing something else in their life, watching the weather, the news, the sports, whatever it may be. Our ad now is therefore an interruption to them. So we're engaging them in a very, very different way. We're now trying to remind them that we exist, give them a reason to come back, and engage with them in a helpful way. When we do that, just a point to think about, that we don't have to brand every single ad with our logo and our colour scheme. Users are going to see our ads potentially for a long period of time. So we don't want to see every single ad looking the same with consistent branding and consistent image. We want to mix it up a little bit to catch their attention. And it may be an unbranded ad that actually causes them to come back to our site rather than a branded one. So as we go through this, let's think about that and bear that in mind. So how can we create ads, and what kind of ads can we create? Well, we can create text ads to start with. Text ads are identical to our search ads. I'm not going to cover how to do that in this video. Go back to the ad creation videos and look at how to write a text ad in Google. We are going to look at image ads though, and there are two primary options for image ads. The display ad builder, which is an internal tool provided within AdWords, where Google will help you build ads automatically. Or we can get some custom designed ads. We can pay somebody or do it ourselves to design some ads in Photoshop or whatever our tool of choice is. So the display ad builder, I'm going to look at that first because it's free, it's simple to use, it's got some great templates in there, and it produces a full set of banners. Now Google produce display ads in a whole range of different sizes, and the display ad builder produces all of them automatically for you. That's the good stuff. The bad stuff with a display ad builder is it can at times look a little amateur. You need to check what it's producing, understand it, and make sure that you're going with something that looks professional for your business. So just bear that in mind. To see what it looks like, let's actually go into the display ad builder and actually have a play with it. So here we are in our AdWords account. We're in the remarketing campaign, in the image ads ad group. I'm going to click on plus ad, and we go choose image ad. Google helpfully provides us this tool, so it wants to know what website we're advertising on what page, so it can go onto that page and pick up some graphical assets and some copy to use. Okay, so I've given it a page. You can see it's already picked up all the things that it needs there, and we can click on create an ad. It's now going to go to that page and pick up points of copy and those kind of things, logos, etc. As you can see, this is its first ads. It's showing one particular shape, which is a square or sort of slight rectangle, but it's going to create lots of different sizes for us. Now you can see here some of this doesn't make quite sense. You can stop the description. If we click on update ideas, it will make it better. So let's change this. If I move that to here, to the description. Okay. Let's just save that as it is for now. Let's see what that looks like. Bear in mind when you make these changes, it will overwrite anything you've done previously, but you get the idea. You can see here, I actually quite like this creator. I actually think that's not a bad ad. Let's preview their sizes. So see what it's going to create. So you get the idea. These are different shapes of ad sizes. It's created automatically. Scan them, make sure they look correct. They look pretty good. They're not bad at all. So we'll okay that. And I'm going to select that. We could, if we wished, do more with it, choose more than one set. We can actually do some edits as well, which will allow us to do some more advanced stuff in here by laying out individual ad sizes to make them more appropriate. So you can play with that as much as you want. I'm not going to for speed for the purpose of this, but you can see you can change the display URL, you can change the landing page, you can create a mobile landing page, and you can do anything you want to make that more relevant. You can turn individual elements off if you wish. That's a really cool way to do things. Really, really smart. So I'm going to select that. I've got it selected, and I'm going to click on Save. That now will build me a set of ads. They will now go into Google for review. All Google display ads are human reviewed. So expect a delay, typically 24 hours, can be longer. So don't be surprised if that's the case. Coming back into here, our other option though, if we don't like that, and I think that for most people is going to be perfectly good enough, you can have some ads created professionally. So you can have a 2-frame, I recommend a 2-frame animated GIF, which just has a little bit of movement. And if you specify that to your designer, they'll understand completely what you mean. So first image is perhaps your first frame is perhaps just a shot of the product. Second frame has some text. Changing between the two at roughly 1 second intervals, which is 1 second is the setting I prefer. It will show that text coming in and out of the banner, and it will just create a little bit of movement, a bit of attention. You can go to places like Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, which used to be Elance, Craigslist, anywhere you like to get this job done. Doesn't really matter. Should be a relatively cheap exercise. Also, if you're looking for a full set of sizes that you can have produced, that document at the bottom of the page will give you all the sizes. That said, if you are paying someone to design ads for you, then the top 3 sizes on the page here account for nearly 75% of all banner ads impressions available. So if you're paying per banner, you are much better getting 2 or 3 different variations to test different ad options for each of the top 3 sizes than you are spending money getting full sets of all 10 or more sizes done. So don't get 1 set of 10 or 1 set of 9, get 3 sets of 3 so you can test images and calls to action to see which works the best. And as I say, start with these top 3, possibly the 4th, that doesn't do too badly either, but the drop off is huge. To put it into context, these two get over 30% each, this one gets about 13% of all banner impressions, and down here we're below 10 and heading rapidly towards 1%. So stick with the top 3 if you're on a budget. Once you've got a campaign, an ad image that really works, and you've tested it against the other 3, then go out and build the others, but not until that point. If you're not sure what those sizes actually are, there's a page I've just put up on the screen here, which is in Google AdSense. It's got a guide to ad sizes, and you can see here 300, 250, 336, 280. If you click on view actual size, you get to see what they look like on the page. It just gives you a sense of what you're actually creating. So with that said, go and create some remarketing ads for your account. Bye for now.